simply call me the Arrow Maker. It's not a grand title, but it is an ancient one. My craft is old, older than most remember. I shape arrows not just for battle, but for balance, for the breath between predator and prey, for messages carried by wind, and for ceremonies under starlight. Come, sit near the fire if you like. It won't scorch. It's a soft ember glow fed by moss and magic. Let the warmth ease your shoulders. You've walked far, haven't you? I can see it in your stance. Rest. I don't get many visitors during my fletching hours. It's usually just the birds and the sound of carving, but your presence is welcome. Here on the bench, I keep bundles of shaftwood, ash, rowan, and feather pine. Each has its own mood. Rowan bends with the breeze and holds enchantment well. Ash flies truest. Feather pine sings when it's carved, though it's rare and not to be wasted. I always begin by choosing the wood that speaks today. Would you like to watch? I run my fingers across the bundle, eyes half closed. Listen. This one hums gently. Rowan, a good choice, balanced and kind. I'll slice the length carefully with my moon iron blade. It's older than me and still sharp as a winter wind. I don't speak when I cut. It's a quiet part of the ritual. There, one clean shaft. Now I'll smooth it with the strip of river stone, polished flat over 100 summers. This stone knows the shape of every arrow I've ever made. Each pass takes off a whisper of wood and leaves only grace behind. Now for the spine. The arrow must not wobble or falter. This I test with a simple balance. I place the shaft on my fingertips and let it roll. If it shifts too far left, I trim the base. If it leans too far right, I shave the neck. When it finally rests, still even, then I know it's ready. There, it holds, balanced like a branch in still air. The arrowhead comes next. Not all my arrows bear points of iron or stone. Some hold crystal, some carry spells woven into the tip. Today I'll use silverglass. It's a gift from the deep cleanse, and it flies fast and true. I nestle it gently into the notch I've carved at the shaft's end, then bind it with sinew soaked in tree resin. I rap slowly and hold word under my breath. It's not for harm, it's for precision. Now we come to the fletching. The feathers. Always my favorite part. Each tells a story. Hawk for speed, owl for silence, jay for cunning. For this arrow, I choose owl. You see, it's a listening arrow, meant not to strike, but to glide and witness. Owl feathers curve gently. I lay them against the shaft, 3 in a spiral. I tie them with silk thread, dyed in twilight hues. Even the colors matter. Do you see how the arrow begins to breathe? How it feels whole? Arrows are not just tools. They are choices. They are messages cast into motion. Some carry peace. Some carry warning. Some never need to be loosed. Just their presence in the quiver is enough. I always test the arrow's spirit before calling it complete. I hold it out and let it balance in my palm. If it leans forward, it wishes to fly. If it stays still, it wishes to wait. This one leans gently, eager but patient, a good companion for any hunter or herald. Would you like to try holding it? Gently now. There. Feel the weight. It's light, but it holds purpose. I can see the way your fingers wrap around it. You've held meaning before. Perhaps not in arrow form, but in other ways. Now that it's complete, I lay it on the woven mat near the door. That's where new arrows rest before finding their path. Some stay for days, some vanish overnight, called into hands that need them. I do not mind. That's what they're for. I've made thousands of arrows in my time, each one different, even if they look the same. You see, they're shaped by more than hands. They're shaped by thought, feeling, weather, song. No two ever strike quite the same path. Some arrows are meant for ceremonies. They are painted with runes and never loosed. Others are meant to mend, yes, mend, with hollow tips filled with healing balm, fired into wounds from afar. Not all weapons wound. Some protect in strange ways. The sharpest arrow I ever made was for a song. Yes, truly. It hummed when drawn and left a note in the air when fired, a high, clear tone that calmed everything it passed. Even the wolves paused to listen. Would you like to stay while I make another? I can show you how I choose the feather pattern. It's different for each fletch. Here, I match their curve, overlap them slightly, and bind them with tiny knots. The knots matter. They hold intention, not just thread. Some ask me if I tire of the work. Never. Each arrow brings me stillness, precision. It's like weaving clarity with your hands. And some days when the wind is just right, I loose one into the sky, not at a target but into the beyond, just to feel the release. You may think this is a simple task, shaping wood and feather, but you'd be surprised how much the forest listens answer changes the arrow every time. The elves of the Southern Reach favor long shafts and heavy tips. In the far north, they make arrows from bone and sealskin. Each culture weaves its truth into the craft. Mine is silence, clarity, balance. Tonight, I will make 3 more arrows before I rest. 1 for seeking, 1 for speaking, and 1 for stillness. I do this every full moon. It keeps my hands steady, my heart soft. If you ever wish to try, I'll show you. It takes time, but it gives more than it takes. You'll begin to hear things differently. The creak of wood, the weight of balance, the breath of the feather. The arrow is finished now. It gleams slightly in the firelight. Not sharp, not soft, just steady. It will go where it must, like you. I believe you came here for more than rest. Maybe you don't know what yet, but I think the arrow does. When you go, if you feel it's right, take it with you. I won't stop you. That's how it works. Some arrows